Welcome back, Verse. Today is a new day, meaning a new video. That's right, today we're going to be doing another reaction video. And today's trailer is actually going to be really interesting because this is another A24 film. And if you know anything about A24 films, oh my god. They are long. They're long. They're really pacey. Very slow. That's what I mean. When it comes down to A24 films, I will say very unique, very interesting, but man, does it like to take its time. There have been a few that I have enjoyed, and then some that I was like, you know, it was interesting, but I could tell it was more for a visual aspect. Like, I believe it was called The Green Knight. I remember that film. I was like, today. You know, like, that one took a minute. Today, we're actually going to be reacting to the movie called Primetime, and I believe it has to do with that guy Chris Hansen on that show How to Catch a PDF File. I don't think I can say that word on YouTube. I think this is going to be a good one, bro. Like, they're starting to make like biopic movies of things that are going on where I'm like, holy crap, like these are really good ideas. So I just really hope that the execution pays off. But with that said though, Verse, enough talking, let's get to it. Primetime, an A24 film. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be really interesting. Alright, Verse, volume up. Alright, let's get to it.
Come on in.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure your parents aren't home?
I'm sure.
Big night planned.
Robert Pattinson again?
You have a seat right there. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. You see how this looks, right?
He even got his voice right.
I don't really like your show, but America loves it. So I need to move you to Catch a Predator, 9 p.m. prime time. I'll be bigger than Lost.
Hey, it blew up back then, I remember that.
Stand up. Do you know what you're auditioning for?
Hey, this is the guy that plays Jimmy Olsen. He's getting a lot of work.
Is there time for a rehearsal?
We're gonna shoot the rehearsal.
Come in.
They're gonna love this.
Predator has never earned the recognition it deserves. Learn something that matters. No more bottom feeders. I want to wheel. Don't you ever just want to bleed them?
Huh?
Maybe what I do is a little worse.
This could be our greatest segment yet. We're going to him. Don't do that. They come to us.
You don't understand what I'm doing here. What you're doing is more than acting. You're cleansing the world of an ancient evil.
What?
Predator, who gave you permission?
I mean, I get what he's saying, it's just how he said it.
You have no plan.
I have to put him on television. You're gonna be so proud of me. I don't want to be a bad person. Your definition of bad and my definition of bad are vastly different. What would have happened if I wasn't here?
Oh, wow, it's next month? Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that early. Okay. Well, that was a little dramatic, but I guess I understand to an extent. This is an interesting one. Okay, Verse, so my thoughts on the trailer of Primetime. So, this is really investing for me because this movie, I feel like, is really going to bring back a huge demographic of people to bring awareness to a situation that currently is going on, if I'm being honest with you. If you've seen that movie, Sound of Freedom, this is giving me that vibes. You know that movie that wasn't talked about, but at the exact same time it was talked about? If you know what I mean? How you didn't see any advertisements, no news about it, nothing about Sound of Freedom, but yet online everybody was talking about it. And then before Sound of Freedom, right, the reality show of How to Catch a PDF File. I remember that show. I never really watched it like crazy, if I'm being honest with you, but I did come across it a few times here and there. I remember a few people used to talk about it back then. I do remember that when I was young. I forgot about it. I just remember that show went off the air for a while, and I never really found out why. I just thought maybe the contract expired, or maybe they just didn't want to renew another season because they did it for so long. I don't really know what, but if they can explain in here as to what happened for Chris Hansen to go off, it would really be interesting to learn about, because I forgot about Chris Hansen. I remember that everybody knows Chris Hansen just from the way how like when one of those guys will come in the room, you know, when they're trying to lure them in there, and then out of nowhere, Chris Hansen, you just see him walk in. At first, he would just be like, "I'm Chris Hansen, and I am here on Primetime on how to catch a PDF file." I can't say it, but you know what I mean, right? And the fact that it's also Robert Pattinson again, I'm just like, damn, this dude's getting work. I was like, wow. And when he started talking, Chris Hansen, even I was like, oh wow, he actually got the speech pattern right. He even got like the way how he looked, and even the way how he walks in, kind of doing the hand thing. I remember that. I think this is going to be a really good one. The only thing that I will say that kind of makes me a little lost is towards the end when it becomes this huge police operation. That I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure about that, and maybe that was the reason for why he went off, or maybe he got carried away. I'm just going based on what the trailer was giving me, right? The vibe of it. I will also say that the actor who plays Jimmy Olsen is in this film too, and I'm just like, that guy's starting to get some work too. Superman really did a good thing for him in his career, man. I'm really happy to hear about that. Now I want to go into more detail, but this isn't a DC film. This is something else, right? This is based off actual events, right? So I'm gonna put that aside. It's really interesting to see the star power that they got here, and the fact that it's an A24 film, I already know it's going to be very investing too, because A24 can really go in on something. My only issue with A24 films is, like I said in the beginning, is that sometimes they can drag. They really like to take their time. These are films that are kind of talky films, you know what I mean? Where like there's a lot of interesting things that they show, but at the exact same time, it's a really slow paced. It really is. So, you know, I feel like there's going to be some of that in here. But at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be a very interesting movie regardless. So I'm definitely going to go see it. Will I do a review on it? Absolutely. I think this will be something to talk about. Other than that, though, Verse, I mean, that was my reaction. Those are my thoughts on the trailer. I'm trying to think of anything else from the trailer that I saw right now. I think that covers it. I will say this. Maybe they're even going to show how Chris Hansen even got carried away, perhaps. That's what it looks like here. It seems like he got so addicted to the fame and the amount of attention he got from being able to catch all these PDF files that maybe that's why he kind of went off the air a little bit. He was trying to do a little too much, if that makes any sense. And then seeing how they're talking about ratings and all this other stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be a interesting thing. I'm telling you right now, any film, when they're trying to make a story about something, and if it's from behind the scenes, it's always going to be interesting. Because we all know what it is up front, not just this, but like anything that's really well known. But then when we find out the behind the scenes of something, it really gets interesting because they get to find out how this happened, how that happened. So I think it's going to be for a really good time. Other than that though, Verse, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification button for more content as always. Look forward to the next video, Verse, and with that said, I'll see you next time. Later, Verse.